Hi, folks. I'm Ken Weene. With me today, my wonderful co-host, Monica Brinkman. And we have some news for you. We're reinventing ourselves.
Yeah.
We're now doing a podcast called Let's Talk It Over. And the reason we've changed is that we feel the world needs change, that all of us need to keep reinventing ourselves and exploring who and what we are and what we're trying to do. And Monica and I have come to the realization that what we love to do, beside writing, of course, both of us are writers, and Monica is also a gifted artist, painter, drawer. But in addition to those things, the thing we most love doing is talking, discussing, thinking out loud, if you will. And we love doing it with other people about all kinds and manner of subjects. Yes, we love to talk to other authors, and we do hope that people will continue to send us their books so that we can invite authors on, and we will continue our policy of never having a discussion of a book that at least one of us hasn't read. But we also want to talk about other things too. Yes, we want to continue talking about music. We certainly want to keep having our dear friends like Joe Symes and the Loving Kind come on and fill us in.
And they're going to be on soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love this. We want that. But we also want to talk about religion, politics, international affairs. Now, some of these things Monica and I might know a lot about. Some we may not know much about at all.
Mm-hmm.
We have had some really great guests with us over the years.
Oh,
Historian Michael Phillips, Stephen Schwartz of the Schwartz Report. We really have had fun talking to people about ideas and things. We've talked about theater.
We've had comedians on.
Yeah, we've had comedians.
Actors and actresses.
And we just want to have fun talking with people.
Yes.
People who really want to engage in discussion and possibly some disagreement. Okay. Now, not too long ago, I personally was invited on to a show with a couple very conservative hosts. Mm-hmm. One is a friend. Unfortunately, the other guy didn't want to let me talk.
Oh.
So I just hung up after a while. I said, if you're not going to let me talk, I just hang up. And I then received an apology from my friend. But, that's not who we are.
No.
We may disagree with you, but we will give you a chance to tell us your point of view.
And the thing is, Ken, I want to hear that point of view.
I do too. We both do. Now, I will warn people a little bit. Monica's cat can be a little bit less approving of things than Monica. And I do have to deal with my stuffed sloth Thackeray.
Oh, we love Thackeray.
who has very strong opinions about many things. But again, we will control them and give you a chance to talk. And you can have your pets or stuffed animals. Oh, we've had people bring their sock puppet on. Remember Ellen?
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Loved him. Yeah. So we are really open to conversation, communication. And we're hoping you will be too. Monica, what would your topics, what are some of the topics you'd most like to talk about?
Well, on serious matters, I really want to talk about where we as a people, a country, a world have come and become. And I'd like to take a look at perhaps getting back to caring about each other, because I think we've lost that. People want to be right too often. And I think this show gives us an opportunity to hear different points of view, and also will give us more understanding. So I'm interested in many topics. You know, I'm interested in paranormal and spirituality. But more than anything, I'd like people to talk to each other on many topics, Ken. So that we can get an understanding. But right in the top there, I think we have to talk about stopping. I wouldn't call it hatred. I would call it closed minds.
Okay. Now, you know, there's a corollary to go with what you just said, which is that I hadn't really thought about, that we really would love to talk to people who have positive things to say as well.
Oh, yes.
Yes. You know, I was just reading a book today. Unfortunately, it's not well enough written for us to have the author on the show. I feel badly about that. But her point was that in the middle of COVID, and she is from India, by the way, in the middle of COVID, which was very, very difficult there, how much assistance people were giving to one another.
Yes.
You know, I know, like, when my neighbors were trying to reach out to one another during that. Hey, if you're sick, let us know. We'll drop stuff off at on your porch. You know, I think that there is a lot of good in this world, a lot of caring. I worries me. First of all, of course, the bad stuff gets more press. That really upsets me.
Yeah, it didn't used to be that way.
To contact us and suggest a topic, especially if it's a positive topic. If you'd like us to read your book, or if you'd like us to listen to your music, or whatever it is, what are some of the ways people can contact us?
That's the best way, is to either go to our Facebook page, which is the same name as the show. Let's talk it over.
Yeah.
Or you can go to Ken's website, which if you go to our website, there's a contact form there, and it'll take you directly to Ken's website, and you can ask him to consider you being on the show from there. So that's two places you can do that.
Yeah, my website has a contact to me, so yeah, you can contact me directly. And of course, Weene, W-E-E-N-E, the whole website.
And we'll absolutely have the links here for you.
Yeah.
So you can just click on them.
Please contact us and reach out to us, and we do try to respond, and we do try to consider every topic. Now, we ask something in response, folks, and here I'm going to tell you what we ask in response. We ask, first of all, that you have thought about what it is you want to talk about. You know, don't just all of a sudden get stage fright.
The deer in the headlights.
No, we don't do a live audience. We don't do a
pre-scripted, yeah,
pre-printed format or anything like that. It's just chatting. It's Monica, myself, sometimes Celeste Duckworth joins us, and you know, might be one or two other guests, and we just chat. We use Skype. The reason we use Skype is because it's easiest for us to then upload, for now, to YouTube.
Yes.
And then it's there for people to watch.
Yeah, and they can use it on their marketing efforts or anything they, like too. So just so it's positive.
That's the second thing, okay? Come prepared, yes. Come with an idea what you want to talk about. Come prepared to chat. And then be prepared to help get the word out. When you share your link to the interview you did with us, then it gets people to know about us. And of course, we'd like to become a meaningful part of the internet community.
Yes. A safe place where you can talk. And I think we need that.
Okay, yeah, a place where people can safely take part in discussion, but also one where people get to know Monica Brinkman, Ken Weene, get to know who we are, what we're about. Okay. And possibly, just possibly along the way, you'll visit Monica's website, buy her books, or you'll check out her paint or artwork, or you'll get to my website, you'll check out my books and stuff, and you'll maybe check out my wife's artwork. And who knows? That's the good part.
And also, the guests will have links there where people can get to know them also.
Right, of course. So each show you have your
correct. Yeah.
So please, folks, contact us and let's talk it over.
I'm ready, Ken. With that, adios, folks.